A 10-minute daily class to improve your stability. Hi, my name is Doug. I've been a physical therapist for 30 years, and I specialize in helping people with balance problems learn to walk again. In this video, I'm going to show you a 10-minute daily exercise class that can improve your stability. Sidestepping. To do sidestepping, all you need to do is just take a single step to one side and then a single step to the other side. Now, the goal of this exercise is to be able to do it without holding on. And if your balance is good, you can definitely try to do it that way. But if you need to put one finger there as you step to the side, that's fine too. Now, what's really important when you're doing this exercise is what your feet are doing. You want to not just slide your foot over. You want to definitely lift your foot as if you're stepping over something and lift your other foot to bring them even and then step back. As far as how fast you should go, I don't recommend going too quickly when you do this exercise. You want to kind of pace yourself, and your knees should be slightly bent. So you want to have both knees have a little bit of a bend in them as you're stepping. And you want to just keep going back and forth. Now, if you feel tired at any point, or if you feel like your hips are starting to fatigue, you can just stand to rest. You can sit back down in the chair to rest, whatever is easier. But you want to try to keep going as much as you can. The reason that sidestepping is important to practice is because when you're walking forward, anytime you have to adjust because something gets in your way or something bumps into you, you have to use this technique of stepping to the side to correct your balance so that you don't fall. So people that don't ever practice this and then something bumps into them, it's a lot harder for them to correct their balance and to prevent a fall. But if you're used to doing this exercise, you're used to stepping to the side, it's a lot easier to maintain your balance no matter what happens. When you're doing it, just keep stepping to the side as if you're stepping over something. Okay. Okay, so our next exercise is called weight shifts. You want to grab the back of the chair and you're just going to shift all your weight to one leg and then shift over all your weight on the other leg. Now you notice I'm letting the leg that I'm not standing on kind of go off in the air. I'm not lifting it up. I'm just letting it be in the air while I put all my weight on my other leg. And if you watch my body, I'm really shifting over a lot. Let me tell you why I'm giving you this exercise. So many people that shuffle, that don't walk well, that don't really lift their feet up, they're not doing that because they're unable to shift their weight. And usually they're afraid of shifting their weight. Why would someone be afraid? It can be an orthopedic reason, but more than likely they feel that their balance isn't going to allow them to shift their weight. And what I've learned from doing therapy is it's really important to work with those patients, those clients, and get them to shift their weight again. So I have them do this. You grab the chair, fully shift your weight on one leg, lift the other leg up. You could even pause for a second. And this is different than an exercise called hip abduction where you're lifting your leg up and down. So we're going to keep shifting our weight, standing on one leg, and then go to the other side. Now this is a 2-minute exercise, so if any point you feel tired, just stop. You can sit down. Taking a break is fine. For most of these exercises, if you were exercising about half the time in the 2 minutes, that's enough. You're going to see a lot of progress doing that. And I think actually you're going to make faster progress by resting and not making this be something that's overly tiring for you. You shouldn't get done with these exercises and feel so exhausted that you can't walk. So please take as many rests as you want and just know that's why I did this for each exercise being 2 minutes, to allow you time to rest and allow you to kind of get used to these exercises. If you're doing really well, you could even let go and do your weight shift. But most people I think that are doing this program, they're going to need a finger or both hands on that chair. So I'm going to show you with a finger. I've seen a lot of people do it that way. Okay, just a couple more and we're ready for our next exercise. Okay, we're going to do single leg stands. So we're going to grab the chair, shift all your weight to one side, and then try to let go of the chair. Now you notice that my body is centered over this leg. If you can't keep your leg up for very long, you're probably not shifting your weight enough. And this is a great exercise to practice your weight shift. So use the chair if you have to, get as far over and only let go when you feel balanced. Your goal is to try to do this 20 seconds on each leg. And if you're really good, you can be doing that right now as I'm talking. But for those of you that are having trouble, just keep practicing it. Don't give up on this exercise. The more times you practice and fail, that's going to get you closer to being able to do this one. I've worked with so many patients. They go like this, they let go, and they bring their other leg down right away. And really, it just takes practice of really shifting your weight over to one side. You can lean like I am right now. And that's how you get better at this, and you get more used to shifting your weight. You've got to shift your weight. This exercise can almost be called single leg weight shifts because that's how important it is. But people that can do this exercise, once you get better at this, this will improve your balance and your walking. In fact, I've told people this is probably the best exercise of anything I've ever seen to help people regain their balance again, is learning to do this again. And just keep shifting your weight. If you're tired at any point, you can stop and sit down and rest. You don't have to do all the exercises that I'm doing. Just keep shifting your weight. And you can also keep holding on if it's too hard, but I really encourage you to try to let go at certain points. We have probably enough time for just one more on this side. We're almost done, and I think we can stop. Our next exercise is called heel to toe walking backwards. So this is just like heel to toe walking, although we're going to be walking backwards when we're doing it. So I'm going to put one foot behind the other, touching my toe to my heel, taking about 2 steps, turning around, and then walking back in the other direction. I'm holding onto the chair, but you can definitely do this without holding on if your balance is good enough. And my knees are slightly bent while I'm doing it. Now, if you're tired after you've done that a couple times, by all means, take a rest. You can sit down and take a rest. If this is too hard, you can just go forward and do it. But let me explain why I'm giving you this exercise. Whenever you do something backwards, you have to use more regions of your brain to do that same action. So it actually helps you improve a skill. So any skill you have that you're doing forward, if you reverse the skill, if you do it backwards, like backwards walking, you're actually making the forward walking better because it's practicing that same skill but in reverse. You're actually using all the same muscles, but it just takes a lot more effort to do it in reverse. The same as saying the alphabet forward versus saying the alphabet backwards. You got to really think to do it backwards. The same is true for backwards walking or backwards walking heel to toe. So it helps you improve your balance by basically bringing more regions of the brain into the movement. But the other thing is, it does throw your balance off a lot, so it's a great way to challenge your balance. You can definitely do this, other places, like in your kitchen. You can practice next to your countertop, or if you have a rail somewhere or a good wall that you feel safe holding onto, you can do it that way too. But I think for these exercises, it's just great to do it right in front of the chair. Okay, we're just about done with this exercise, and we're going to move on to our next exercise. Okay, now for our next exercise, we're going to do pillow squats. So we have our chair behind us with our cushion. We can grab the chair in front, we're going to sit down, and then we're going to stand back up again. And you want to try to come all the way up and then sit all the way down. Now, this muscle works the largest muscles in your legs, your quadriceps, your buttocks, and your hamstrings. And it's okay if you need to push off of your knees. It's okay if you need to push off the handle. You can even grab this. You could do a combination. It doesn't really matter. What you want to do is whatever you need to be able to stand up all the way and sit down. Now we're doing this for 2 minutes, and I think it's a really good idea to rest at any point that you're feeling tired with this. Sit down and rest and just take a break. I've had a lot of patients overdo this exercise, and I don't want you to do that. In fact, if you do this too much and too quickly, it could even lead to you passing out. So you have to really be careful about doing this exercise. I call it pillow squats because you're sitting down on the pillow each time. Now, if you're finding that you just can't do this, what you could do is add another pillow. Use two pillows behind you instead of one. If you're finding this easy, then the best way to do this is to cross your arms over your chest and then just stand up and sit down all the way. And if you're starting to feel tired right now, take a break. You want to take a break as often as you need to. In the beginning, it's fine if you are taking a break more than you're actually doing this exercise. The 2-minute idea is to allow you time to rest and to also do this at your own pace. So you don't have to go as fast as I'm going, and you certainly can stop at any point. And the things that are good to do, if you feel like you're not doing it, try grabbing the chair in front of you and kind of helping yourself pull up. Okay, just a couple more here, and then we're going to do the next exercise. Okay. I hope you found this video helpful. Click the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. If you would like more help with your balance, look in the description for a link to a course I created that can help anyone improve their balance at home.